What's going on, everybody? I'm going to provide a little bit of advice, and I'll keep this very quick and to the point. Um, a lot of people watch the news, they allow the media to control how they're feeling in their lives, and I've seen this time and time again, and especially these past few months more than ever. And I personally feel as though the the feelings that you get when you watch the news about like bad stories happening, these depressing things, that will only get worse as time goes on. That's just my own feeling, and I'm here to tell you that there's nothing you can do to control the situation around you. Always, think about which simple actions you can take to make yourself feel better in that moment. Think rationally. It's like, what can I do which can actually benefit the situation? Because you hear bad things happen all the time. A lot of these stories that you hear on the media, even on the newspaper, or if you read these stories on your phone, all these news outlets, they provide really depressing stories. And it doesn't do anyone any good to just react emotionally and be like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. And then you go up to everybody else, all your friends and family, and say, are you seeing this? Like, how is this happening? People have come up to me, and I always think to myself, how is that making anything better? In my mind, we should be applying specific strategies to fix these situations instead of just getting overly emotional. That doesn't fix it. Nothing ever gets solved by just using your emotions, by reacting out of pure emotion. Things get better when we use rational and logical sense. We use our minds. We need to become more mental when it comes to this stuff. So that's what I needed to share. It's been on my mind for a long time, and I've just been noticing it more recently these past few months. And my gut feeling tells me that these stories that we're hearing, this craziness and fear, pandemonium from the news will only get worse as time goes on. And that's just my warning to all of you. And my advice, my recommendation is to not become emotional, because you can't control what's going on around you. But what you can do is think about specific strategies in which your life can improve, how you can feel better, instead of allowing these news sources to control your internal feelings, and to also help others out with that. When we're able to release these feelings of fear and worry that a lot of the news outlets cause us, we start to feel better, and these things aren't part of our reality. Whatever we tune into, we become. So when we watch this news and we hear about all these bad things happening, then it becomes a part of us. We live in a dualistic reality, meaning there's good and there's bad, but predominantly the news is about the bad. It's about shootings and killings and people dying, people getting sick, and like, oh my gosh. And it just makes me think that insanity is doing the same thing all over again constantly, and expecting something different to come out of it. It's like, what are you really gaining by watching the news and becoming upset and worried? Because we've seen all the bad things that could possibly happen, and now it's time to use our rational minds and figure out how we can respond to this in a cool and collective way, and stay within ourselves, not let anything outside of us dictate how we're feeling internally. So that's something I really wanted to share. And another update is that in the future, I'm not going to be making a video every single day. This is what I set out to do for like the first month or so. So I'm going to be doing it for like another week or two, but in the future, I want to focus more on detail. So my videos are going to be more precise and geared more towards what we can be doing specifically, things that can really help us out I put more effort into the videos, so it'll be less videos, but more effort will be put into it. I'll do more research. I will put more energy into them. So I just wanted to let you guys know that so you're informed. So thank you. That's all I got for now. And we'll be seeing you all later. Peace out.